Okay, so the formula for the volume of a rectangular prism should be fairly simple. Now, the word rectangular prism isn't as simple because prism isn't always something you think of necessarily when you think of math. You think of more like science. So a rectangular prism, just think of the word rectangle and prism meaning it's a 3D shape. So a rectangular prism is a shape that is a 3D rectangle. And so for the formula for the volume, it's length times width times height, or base times height. So that's usually with the volume, you find the area of of one of the surfaces, one of the bases, and then you find the height. So because it can be so simple, I'm going to do one of the problems with you where you kind of have the volume and you don't have all the components over here. And it's going to be one of the problems from your volume of a rectangular prism assignment. So this problem says, Ty is buying an aquarium for his fish. He knows the tank can hold 95 inches cubed of water, and the area of the base is 19 inches squared. What is the height of the aquarium? So with story problems, it doesn't matter if you... Oh my gosh, I lost what I was going to say. So I am a visual learner, which means I have to always draw. You don't have to draw. You can just make the equation. But I am going to draw a picture. Now, for the most part, an aquarium is a rectangle 3D. So I'm going to draw my rectangle. So you start off with a square, right? And then you give it little arms. And then you cut off those arms. So that is a rectangular prism. So now you could go 3D if you wanted to draw two squares. You guys draw two squares and connect the lines. I've seen that a lot. So this is a rectangular prism. So now it says the base of the aquarium. You can use this side as the base, or you can use the literal bottom of the aquarium as the base. 19 inches isn't very big. It just depends on what the aquarium looks like. The aquarium could be a vertical, tall aquarium. It could be a normal, flat, fat-based aquarium. It just all depends. So I'm going to redraw it so it's a little more vertical because I know that the base is 19 inches squared. So a little bit of a review on squared versus cubed. When you're doing area, the answer is squared because you're timesing a number by itself, or a number twice. So for timesing two things together, boop, boop, the answer is going to be squared, x squared. I'm gonna make that times a little bigger. So x times x is x squared. Two things together being multiplied has a squared answer. So x times x times x is our x cubed. So because we're timesing length times width times height, that we get our answer of x cubed. So three x's together, three things together, gives us the cubed version versus the squared version. So since it's based in length times width times height, instead of just length times height, it's cubed instead of squared. So they are not all the same numbers, but the general idea of it stays the same for squareds versus cubed. In 7th grade, we don't go into an exponent of 4, or 5, or 6, or 8, or 10, or 12, or negative 3. So we're going to stick with just that understanding for now. So if I draw this aquarium, Santa, stop it. It's my dog going crazy. She's playing with the cats and they don't like it. Stop it, Santa. So here's my aquarium. My base is 19 inches squared. So that means the bottom part, I like calling the bottom the base. Doesn't always have to be the bottom part. Like I said last time, it could be the side. So the base, oh, she farted, is 19 inches squared. I don't need to know the length. I do not need to know the width. I just need to know that the base is 19 inches squared because it's base times the height, which equals the volume, because the base is the length and the width. And length times width times height equals volume. That's not a V. That's not a V. That's a V. What was it, Hassan? No, you're being about head. The smelly one. Okay, so since my base is 19, when I read through it, it also says that my area, it can hold, not area, the volume is this. So since it can hold 95 inches cubed of water, that is my volume. It's how much I can fill an object. Because area is how much like you can look at for an object. Volume is how much space you can fill within an object. My little one is waking up now. So we have 19 times something. Oh, she stinks so bad, guys. I wish the smell would go through the camera. So we have 19 times something is 95. So now this becomes a one-step equation. So this is one of your answers, right? This is the formula for finding the volume of this rectangular prism. So now we're going to take this and we're going to say, okay, what is the height? My x is my height because I do not know. So I have to do something to 19 and x. Well, I can rewrite it as just 19x equals 95. And because they're being multiplied, the opposite would be 2. Good, divide. So we divide by 19, divide by 19, and 95 divided by 19 . 95 divided by 19 is 5. So this is not a tall goldfish tank. Or it might be. What makes 19? So 5, but 5 what? 5 inches. And we don't have to worry about squared. We don't have to worry about cubed because it's, so there we go. That's why. Guys, I just learned something. So because we're timesing something inch by something inch by something inch, there are 3 inches, that's why it's inch cubed instead of the number cubed. Guys, I learned something. And I've been teaching for a while and I just learned that. That's pretty tight. There we go. So because there are 3 sets of inches, we are multiplying. It's inch cubed. Okay. So yeah, our answer, we have 2 of them. We would have our equation and then we would have our answer. So that is how you find the volume for a rectangular prism.